your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, feel so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
This year, the All-Stars are headed to Atlanta for the big event. When was the last time the NBA All-Star Game was hosted by Atlanta?
Was it the year 2000, 2001, 2002, or 2003? It has been a minute.
Definitely. I don't even remember those years. Do you remember those years?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. Action. Reggie Miller. At the other guard position, Elfrid Payton. At center, Nerlens Noel. At small forward, RJ Barrett. At the other forward, Julius Randle. The head coach of the visiting team is Tom Thibodeau. And now, the starters for the game. At shooting guard, at 6'6", number 19, Stanislav Mikhailuk. The other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, Number 0. At small forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 41, Sunny Bay. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 24, Mason Plumlee. The other forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 9, Jeremy Grant. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at New York. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, the Pistons. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the year's gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
I think it's safe to say that, for sure. They found their identity this season, and their confidence has only been building as the season has gone on.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Nerlens Noel is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Payton in at the point. And for Detroit, Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Dennis Smith. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. You know, if you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Pass to Grant. He dishes it to Plumlee. Back to Grant. Wide open shot is on the money.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
From downtown, and again, New York with the triple.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Smith against Payton. Grant surveying the D. Smith wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bullock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Payton against Smith. And again, New York with the triple.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now, here is Smith. Last game he had 12.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Bullock, good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Now at some numbers here for Randall. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 8th in rebounding. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now, here is Smith. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The pass to Mikhailuk. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
From the wing, Payton's shot is off.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Smith.
And even if you get a hand up, Smith knows how to finish. When he's in the post, he is dangerous.
Here's Payton. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor. Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Passes it to Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. It's blocked.
Staying connected, timing his jump perfectly. Randall showing he can make plays at both ends.
Really left alone that time. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire. And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
The Knicks leading by 14. Shot from the wing. Bullock, good. Bullock's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip. So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort, no lack of it right there.
The 19-foot shot, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Nerlens Noel third.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Pistons trailed by 15. Pass to Bay. And here is Grant. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. 11 points for Julius Randle.
I wonder if Randall even felt that contact, so strong in the upper body.
Smith against Payton. They get a hand on it. Here's Grant, and the rejection by Noel.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And it's Bullock missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Mikhailuk. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night. The Knicks making a switch here. And it's Rose with the ball for the New York Knicks. It's a 14-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Mind the lane.
And the Pistons
Mind the
making a
lane.
change here. Ellington's checked in. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Now, here is Smith. Pass to Ellington. The three. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. For three, Barrett connects from three-point range.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pistons trail by 20. The pass to Bay from outside the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. On its way from Rose for 2. Poked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Plumlee. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Passes it to Ellington. The 3. Burks pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 17. Quickly. And the Knicks miss again. And, well, Detroit shooting looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. Here's Jackson. The Knicks pull it in.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Toppin, good. Here's Magruder. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York. Jumboya gets a wide-open look. The three-pointer is right on target.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Rose attacking. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency. And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Pistons. Count it.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Magruder, following the score by New York. Ripped away. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 5 now.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
Here's Magruder. He's covered by Rose. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Personal foul, team's third.
Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Knicks.
One shot.
Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
Here's Doumbouya following the score by Derrick Rose. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Rose. And pushing it up, here's New York. Burks leading the charge. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Rose.
And I tell you, Jackson is an aggressive player, always seeking out contact, especially while he's shooting.
The Pistons have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Derrick Rose. Both free throws good from Jackson. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Rivers. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Here's Magruder.
Knicks foul. Austin Rivers. That's his first personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting free throws.
Two shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's the Knicks now. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Toppin, and the rejection by Jackson. For three, Ellington knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Ellington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Burks for three, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the three from Alec Burks. The offensive rebound, Boya. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Burks for 3. Knicks with a new 14. Toppin, good. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, the league's stingiest teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
It's the hallmark of a strong defensive team. When you can keep your opponents to such a low point total, it shows you are setting the pace.
2.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. And 101 left here in the opening quarter. Pulls up on the wing. A nice shot by Rivers. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Defensively, you almost have to play Rivers for the drive. That gives him the option to pull it up.
Floats one up. Good on the bucket. Magruder's got 7 points in the game. Here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Lets it go from deep. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And not a pure shooter in the classic sense, but Rivers is a threat out there if you give him any room.
Magruder passes to Ellington. Shoots from 8. No good that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Three-pointer Ellington. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Ellington's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons. On its way from Burks for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. 8 points for him. From past the arc. The shot off that time. Julius Randle getting it done for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur, Greg.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York, looking at who they've got, Barrett and Knox in at the forward positions. Alec Burks is out there with Rivers, and it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Down low, here's Jackson, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. It's Barrett on the wing, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Yeah, you close off the lane, Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Pull up Jay. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pistons trail by 20. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one, good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
On its way from Burks for 2. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And then for New York, Julius Randle's checked in for Toppin. Reggie Bullock comes in for Alec Burks, and it's Payton in for Rivers. Now, here is Smith. Grant finds Smith. Back to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Always positive when you are a willing passer, and that is the case for Smith. Terrific at sharing with his teammates.
Here's Bullock. He's got 8. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Knicks leading by 18. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so Bullock nails both of them. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Barrett brings the double team. Stolen by Bullock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here is Smith. Knocked away. Grant the pass to Bay. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So a moment now to see the story for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
A chance to check out the stats for Smith. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 6. Pass to Grant. Here's Bay. Uncovered. That one goes. Count it. Bay's got his second basket of the night. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Barrett. The rebound by Grant.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Ring shot on the way. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bullock's got 14 points for the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Chalk up 2 there. Bullock's got 8 points here in this quarter. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Knicks in New York. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. Here's Mikhailuk. He's got 8. Smith, no luck. Now, here's Bullock. Tight defense on him. It's good.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. There's the pass to Mikhailuk. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Feeds it to Plumlee. Passes it to Mikhailuk. Wants to get it to Grant and does. It's rebounded by New York.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the basket by Payton. Here's Smith. Ball's knocked loose. Payton drives in. And the dunk by Payton.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. So it's Detroit now. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it, the fast break chance. Detroit's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. It's tipped. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that matchup against the Sixers, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh, my
I was
goodness.
championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. And second, Jeremy Grant.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It may earn them a little extra space because you don't want to get physical with these guys. They can make you pay at the line.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again, teams giving up big leads. That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
On its way from Rose for 2, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Smith against Payton.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Quickly lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
To the paint. Here's Bay. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Rose gets the bucket.
Derrick Rose inside is a treat to watch because watch how high he gets off the floor.
Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free and to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game. People were really, generally happy for Derrick Rose.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Detroit. There's the dish to Grant. Back to Smith. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for New York. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
But he recovers it. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 16 feet away, and there's another one for the Knicks.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
Rose with the ball. Now Smith defending, and the dunk by Rose.
Well, he created room off the dribble, got into the lane, and off that drive, he had a nasty dunk.
Smith with it. He has 7. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. Pass to Mikhailuk. Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone. And Rose throws it down.
And still with those active hands, Rose remains a threat to knock the ball loose.
Now the pass to Bay. Here's Mikhailuk. Inside. Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Pistons have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Free throws.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. Knicks on offense. Rivers passes to Toppin. And here's Jackson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Magruder. He's covered by Rose. Magruder passes to Stewart. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Stewart's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
And now taking a look at some numbers for Noel. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 8 points, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Ellington's checked in.
For the Pistons, back on the floor, Wayne Ellington.
There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. Magruder kicks to Jackson. Offensive rebound, Stewart. He can't get that one. The Knicks shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. A nice shot by Rivers.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Here's Magruder. He's covered by Rose. Here's Doumbouya. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's New York with it. Here's Rivers. Magruder with the rebound. Elbow shot is on the way. They shoot again. And the nice bucket inside from Doumbouya. He's got 7. Doumbouya's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 40 seconds left in the first half. Magruder passes to Stewart. Kicks it to Jackson. Passes to Stewart. And the rejection by Noel. Offensive rebound. And at last, they get one to fall. Stewart's got 4 this quarter. Here's Rose. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Pass to Stewart. From beyond the arc, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his third assist on the night.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
And so it's the New York Knicks up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball's moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. It's much easier than contested shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 21 points. Well, the youngest MVP in league history, but then injuries derailed the career of one Derrick Rose. Shaq, how great is it to see the comeback he's made?
Look, he's dealt with the slings, the arrows, the critics. Playing at this level, it's all about redemption.
Well, he improved his diet, lost some weight, managed his minutes, and now he's enabled himself to get healthy. And then hit Derrick Rose healthy, Ernie. That's better than 80% of the guards in this league.
Good point. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Smith. Jeremy Grant is out there with Plumlee, and it's Bay in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
From the inbound, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Bay. It's rebounded by Barrett. Now here's Payton. He's guarded closely.
They've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Another shot, and the rejection by Noel.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Bullock, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bullock's got 20 points.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
That's tipped. Pass to Mikhailuk. And pushing it up, here's New York. Payton with the ball.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. Very cool start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Here's Smith. Finished off the break. Smith's got 9.
And Smith turns on the Jets when he's running in transition. I just love the overall aggressive nature of his game.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's good from Noel. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the middle. And the dunk by Grant.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
That one goes in. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Makai Luke can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. From the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Payton attacking. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 18 points for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Here's Smith following the basket by Elfrid Payton. And the rejection by Noel. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Pistons. And the Knicks making a change here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Bay, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Barrett inside the three-point line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
And that one, good. Bay's got 11 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. And slam dunk by Noel.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Grant dishes to Smith. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Smooth sailing for New York. Fires from the wing. Bay pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. They get it again. Smith, and he makes good on the layup. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A physical player. Even when you hit Smith Jr., he doesn't blink, wills those shots in.
Here's Randall, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. The Knicks also changing it up. Kevin Knox comes in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Burks in for Reggie Bullock. Smith left side. And there's the pass to Stewart. Smith outside. Jacks up a three. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. In third, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Shot from the inbound. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. New York shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Here's Barrett. Offensive rebound. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Here's Smith. 11 points in the game. Pass to Grant. Dishes to Jackson. Smith, the pass to Jackson. Back to Smith. Launches a 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Smooth sailing for New York. Here's Burks. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
Now here's Ellington. Burks covering. Smith, no luck.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here is Ellington. He's got 6. Pass to Smith. Jackson looking it over. Takes it from 10. Here's Stewart. Tries yet again. Rebounded by Knox. 2 points. That one goes. Stewart's got 13.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Smith. But they'll get another chance. And that one is good. He's got 15.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
They get it back. Knox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And checking out the stats for Josh Jackson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
The first free throw is good. Doomboy is checked in for Detroit. Rodney Magruder comes in for Smith. The Knicks making a switch here. Second free throw, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. A shot by Ellington, no good. New York shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Rivers can't get it to go. And for the Pistons, they're shooting from the field 44%, not bad. Tipped away, stolen by Rivers. Here's Burks. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to leave the defense in his wake.
Here's Magruder. 12 points for him. And Jackson gets it to go.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Rivers. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Rivers has got 15 points.
Listen, when Austin Rivers can square up and knock down jumpers, he becomes much more dangerous.
Here's Doumbouya. Off target from outside. Here's Knox. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's New York. Here's Rivers. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 17 points in the game.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Knox misses. The Pistons shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. The shot's good from Ellington. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. Burks. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Don't be fooled. Burks can flat out fill it up.
Here's Magruder. He's covered by Rose. Magruder passes to Stewart. Can't cash in from close range. The Knicks shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Doumbouya pulls it in. The Pistons shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Three-pointer Ellington. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rivers. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. So it's the Pistons now. Now Ellington. He's got 11. Here's Magruder. And the 3 off target. New York shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Here's Rose. And the Knicks miss again. And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
Just no denying his athletic ability. Jackson, whenever he sees a chance to attack the rim and make a statement, he doesn't waste any time rising up.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And New York making a change here. Noel's checked in. Here's Rose. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 11 rebounds in the game. Jackson down low. Burks covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A big fan of watching Jackson work inside, using his body well to draw the contact. The D can't let him get that close to the basket.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jackson. Detroit making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Burks with it. And Doumbouya picks him up defensively. Burks can't get it to go. Pistons shooting around 40% in the third, maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Jackson against Burks. Now here's Jackson. Off target. And so it's the New York Knicks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Ntilikina. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Rivers out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Toppin in at the power forward. Now here's Lee. Pass to Mikhailuk. Fires for 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now. The Knicks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. And Toppin throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Doumbouya. That 3 off the mark. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
No question that Ntilikina is athletic. I love seeing him use it to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Lee for the 3. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got 7 rebounds in the game. Puts it up. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Rivers. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. 16 feet away. Doumbouya, good. Here's Ntilikina. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
Tries again. And another shot. And it's good on the way in.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
New York shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Shots good by Gibson.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lee passes to Mikhailuk. Trains the three-pointer. Mikhailuk's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Detroit.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Rivers can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Kicks to Lee. Here's Stewart. Back to Lee. The tray. It's good from long range. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Lee after Austin Rivers scored. To the wing on the left. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Doumbouya. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Gibson, 20 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
Taj, not a volume scorer, but he's efficient. He knows his game, and when called upon, he delivers.
Poked away. Here's Stewart. He kicks to Lee. With the floater, Got a hand on it. Bullock with it. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. To the inside, a nice shot by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 19 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Jackson, he's checked in for Detroit. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Payton's checked in. Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room, and the layup's good off the glass. 21 points in the game.
Well, one thing about Austin, he excels at breaking down a defense. This time finishing through contact.
Servetus. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Stewart. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Payton. Rivers has got 23.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Servetus.
Pistons foul. Isaiah Stewart. That's his second personal foul.
The Knicks shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Heat, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Takes the three. The shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. New York calls timeout. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Here's Payton. Tries it from the top of the key. Doumbouya pulls it in. Doumbouya's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Left side Jackson to the middle. Here's Stewart. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Stewart's got 19 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Yep, it counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pistons shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Down low, here's Doumbouya. And the jam by Doumbouya. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Ntilikina. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ntilikina's got 6 in the quarter.
So explosive moving towards the basket. Ntilikina is terrific at getting into the lane.
There's the steal. Stops. Pops. Detroit with the rebound. Jackson looking it over. Lee outside. The pass to Doumbouya. Lets it go with a 3. No good from Lee.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Stewart. Servetus. He's guarded by Rivers. And he gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so Payton will bring it up for New York. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the right iron. The Pistons shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Jackson in the corner. From deep. Good on the three-point shot.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
And this is what you want to see, confidence. Ntilikina showing he can drain that pull-up shot.
Lee kicks to Doumbouya. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Lee gets the bucket. The Knicks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Servetus from down in the low post. It goes. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Ntilikina can't hit. And, well, Detroit shooting here about 46% for the game. They get the rebound. Inside. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
The Knicks shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. From the baseline. And that one drops. Ntilikina's got 12 points here in the second half.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Jackson. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got 10 points in the quarter. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Lee against Payton.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And Lee with the basket on the assist from Jackson.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Elfrid Payton.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
The Knicks making a switch here. Julius Randle's checked in for Gibson. R.J. Barrett comes in for Toppin. Burks, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Rose in for Elfrid Payton. Off the inbound pass, Doumbouya pulls it in. And, well, Detroit shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
They get it back. Out to Lee. Outside Jackson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.